Welcome to June Homeownership Month. I'm Ashley Fenton.
And my name's Karl Crawford.
Each week we are going to be answering questions homeowners are asking right now. And this week we are addressing the new Texas water disclosure form that is brand new to homeowners. So Karl, like I said, this is brand new. We haven't used it before as realtors. Homeowners are going to be expected in certain situations to use it moving forward here soon. Walk us through it.
So just a real quick overview of what the form is. It will break down what is considered groundwater, what is considered surface water. It will address wells, and it will really break down where that water's coming from, who the owner of that water is, how long it's been on the property. If you're obtaining water from another property, there's a lot that goes into it, but it's really breaking down ownership of the water.
Okay. Why do you think, what do homeowners need to understand about Texas choosing to move forward with this?
So in certain parts of the state, we have quite a bit of water. Other parts of the state, we don't currently have a lot of water. But in East Texas specifically, we are blessed with a lot of water, but we don't have a lot of governing bodies that are protecting that water. So because we have great laws like the rule of capture, they can come in and they can drill down into the water or drill down into the dirt until they get to the water and pull out as much as you can possibly pull out, and it's yours because there's no limit.
So is that, that obviously is the ability as a homeowner, your part of your rights for your estate.
Certainly.
What is there any concern with this? Is this more transparency that Texas is seeking?
So yes, there are concerns with it because anybody can buy up a couple of hundred or a couple of thousand acres and go in there and place some very very large wells on that property and really deplete or lower our aquifers. And once you get down to a certain level, I mean, what happens? You have to go deeper. And we have a lot of wells out there that people are using for their personal consumption. And we don't need them to have to re-drill any of those wells either. So,
does this only affect rural acreage like you're describing, like large parcels? Do city, suburban areas really need to be concerned with?
Not so much yet. You will need to be, cities will need to be more concerned about the form or about the use of the form once more conservation districts are authorized and come into play. Right now in East Texas, we only have 5 of our counties. I believe we have 29 counties in our district, and I think only 5 of them have conservation districts.
Oh, wow. So if I'm a homeowner that is looking to possibly sell this year or even next year, what should I be concerned about? What do I need to be prepared for? What documentation would you advise?
So if there's any water that's crossing your property, or you have a tank, a pond, a lake, a tank, depending on how that is filled, whether it's through runoff or through a groundwater spring or something like that, you'll need to know all of that information. If you have a well on the property, when was that well dug? Permit numbers for I'm not sure if it's for the well being dug or if it's for the current numbers for what is being pulled out of that. So all of that will come into play, and we're all still new to it too. So the form will certainly shift, and what we need to know will certainly change. But right now, it's where are you getting your water from, and is there a conservation district, and who the owners of that water currently are.
So it sounds like this new form, besides just being disclosure and transparency, also does allow the current buyers or future sellers of that property to just start accounting for where their water is coming from and who owns that, and more protections for East Texans.
More protections for East Texas, more for the buyer than the seller, but knowledge, I mean, we need to know anyway. If you're buying a property in East Texas, you certainly want to know if somebody else partially owns your groundwater rights, or if you have some kind of ownership in somebody else's groundwater rights. And it really needs to be transparent as far as where we're getting all of our water and the owner of it.
So I know that this is Homeownership Month. We are both realtors, so I'm going to take an opportunity since you're on our board. You know, we can talk to realtors as well.
Mm-hmm.
When does this form become active? When are realtors required to start using this with their clients?
I believe on the 15th of this month, that form will actually be available and needs to be used for any property that has any water on it or a well on it at all. Or if you have a
conservation district,
that's
I was
right.
going to say 1B5.
If you're in a conservation district, that's going to trigger this form as well.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. This has been the first episode of our June Homeownership Month. If you guys have a topic that you have questions about that you are not getting answers to, we would love to sit down and answer that in our next episode all month long.
That's right. So if you have any questions that you have or have any topics you would like us to touch on, don't forget to drop it in the chat below, and we'll certainly try to touch on those topics.
See you next time.
Peace!